Eh, ano ngayon?
Ngayon.
Ano ngayon?
Ano ngayon? Ano ngayon? Ano ngayon?
Mga napapanahong isyo, himay-himayin, bubusisiin. Dito lang sa Ano Ngayon? Kasama ang bagong paborito niyong tandem, Nino Bonito at Chonke Benz.
The Maharlika Investment Fund or MIF was signed into law by President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. at the Malacanang Palace last July 18, 2023. Ang MIF ay inaasahang magpapatatag ng ating ekonomiya dahil negosyo ito sa ibang bansa. Hindi gaya ng government-owned or controlled corporation, ang MIF ay pwedeng gumamit ng government assets para sa proyektong posibleng pagkakitaan ng Pilipinas. Kaya kukuha ng bilyones na pondo sa Land Bank at DBP. Ang iba pang pwedeng pagkunan ng pondo ay ang SSS, GSIS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig Fund, OWA at PIVAW Pension Fund. Ang batas na ito ay magkatuwang na ipinasa ng Kongreso at Senado. Ang Senate Bill 2020 noong May 31, 2023 at ang House Bill number 6608 noong December 15, 2022.
Eh, ano ngayon?
Idol, bago na ipasa sa batas yung Maharlika na yan, tutol dati si Senator Chis Escudero. Panoorin natin to.
Hindi ako tutol sa pagtatayo ng isang sovereign fund. Pero ang panawagan ko sa gobyerno at administrasyon, pag-aralan naman sana muna ng husto. Mga 2 buwan na itong dumadaan sa proseso pero napakarami pa ring butas.
Ayun, napakaraming butas.
Sa halip na butas ng batas ng takpan, may bibigyatang napagtakpan.
Panoorin niya natin yung ANC channel.
50% ng kapital galing sa akin, and then 50% ng board akin. 25% ng kapital galing sa DBP, 25% galing sa kanila. Where did this formula come from? Now, if you want proper corporate governance, di ba tama lang na land bank should have the proportional representation in the board to their investment so that they can protect their investment? Same is true for DBP, same is true for PAGCOR, same is true for private individuals.
Idol Chonky Benz, ang sinabi niya ay proportional share equals proportional control over the business.
Kung magkano ang investment mo, bahala pa rin silang mangialam sa negosyo.
Ano ito? Monkey business?
May sinabi rin si Senator Mark Villar.
Sige. Tingnan natin.
We will not rush. We will take our time in order to arrive at the best version possible for the benefit of the Filipino people.
5 buwan lang approve agad. Hindi ba rush?
Masyadong niras kasi mukhang merong nang haharas.
May sinabi si dating Finance Secretary Ben Diokno.
Ano sabi?
Ano sabi?
Just choose the best and the brightest who will manage the fund, no? And trust that they will do the right thing. No?
Maganda naman pala suggestion niya eh. Hawakan ng tamang tao ang pondo ng Maharlika.
Kaya pala, siguro, ipinalit sa kanya si Secretary Ralph Recto.
Agoy!
Alam niyo po, ang presidente at CEO ng Maharlika Investment Corporation Board na si Rafael Consing Jr. Ay may hirit na basic pay. Alam mo magkano?
Magkano?
2.5 million pesos lang naman kada buwan.
Kawawa naman siya. Hindi ba siya sapat sa ganun kaliit na sweldo?
Para hindi kawawa, hindi siya pinasweldo ng 2.5 million pesos. Pero,
Ano?
i-increasean pag kumita na.
Ano naman ang issue nito?
Ay.
Pero maraming tamang sinabi noon si Senator Chis Escudero nung ma-interview ni Karen Davila.
Noon.
Those in the House pushing for this also mentioned investments in infrastructure. And yet the bill filed in the Senate specifically excludes infrastructure. So I'm now in a quandary what purpose really they have in establishing this fund. Now, Karen, this bill is being pushed by the administration. The president himself has endorsed it. The speaker has endorsed it. I would presume that they should have studied it, but apparently that's not the case.
Congressman Joey Salceda on Head Start, he gave the example of dams. That's infrastructure. That's not included?
Well, Karen, in the Senate version, it is not. Let's pursue that to its logical conclusion.
Yeah.
You got money from Land Bank and DBP. They're investing money to earn because they are banks. Now, if you invest the 50 billion or 25 billion of Land Bank or DBP respectively in a dam, asan yung ROI nila within the year, within 2 years, within 3 years, within 5 years? How will Bangko Sentral look at that insofar as the balance sheet of both banks are concerned? Will they look the other way? 100 billion supposedly for infrastructure. These questions need to be answered and explained by the economic managers who are pushing for this bill.
Kayong Senate President na siya, bubuksan ba niya ang pagrepaso?
Kaya nga,
sa
niriripaso
batas?
po namin eh.
Oo.
Niriripaso namin yung mga sinabi niya, baka sakaling buksan niya nga.
Sige nga, tingnan natin.
Does it break or violate the charter of the Land Bank and the DBP to put funds specifically in the Maharlika Investment Fund for the long term?
It does not violate the Charter of Land Bank nor DBP. However, it would violate the capital regulatory requirements imposed by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. For example, Karen, for the longest time, we've been trying to amend the Charter of Land Bank and DBP to tell them you should lend to agriculture in the agriculture sector because it represents 60% of our economy and the poorest of the poor Filipinos are in that sector.
Okay.
The basic argument of Bangko Sentral with us for the past 12 years, we cannot allow these banks to put 70% of their loanable money in agriculture because it's like putting all of their eggs in one basket. If a typhoon hits, if a calamity hits, if disaster hits, then the banks might collapse. Now, insofar as the Maharlika Investment Fund is concerned, they're willing to look the other way. They're willing to say it's okay to invest 50 billion lock, stock, and barrel in one company. Now, if we're doing that, then why not look the other way too with respect to lending to agriculture?
May tama na naman! Si Senator Cheese.
Si Chief? Ha?
Why not order Land Bank and DBP to lend to the agri-sector in order to modernize the agri-sector? Mas diretso pa to, Karen. Hindi yung dadaan sa Maharlika Fund, i-invest pa sa kung saan. Ito, diretsong loan window na para sa agriculture to modernize agriculture, to alleviate the poverty-stricken sector in agriculture that farmers and fisherfolk have been suffering under for the past so many decades.
May tama pa rin si Senator Cheese.
Ay, tama na naman.
You have to understand, there are two ways of creating a corporation. One is under the Corporation Code of the Philippines. You go through SEC. The other one is by law. BSP was created by law. Now this Maharlika Investments Fund will be created by law. But that does not negate the need and the requirement to have a specific amount insofar as the authorized capital stock of the company will be. This bill is silent with respect to how much. It only says 50 billion from Land Bank, 25 billion from DBP, 10% of PAGCOR's income, 1/2 of the net income of BSP, and probably contributions from the private sector. That is simply not acceptable when you are forming a corporation, especially if it is going to be by law.
May tama ka na
May
naman!
tama ka na naman!
Senator Cheese!
May tama rin ba si Dr. Segundo Joaquin E. Romero Jr., lecturer ng Ateneo de Manila University?
Bakit may tama?
Sinulat niya kasi, the main concerns raised by the academia,
Ang pangamba ng sektor ng edukasyon,
the business sector,
sektor ng kalakal,
civic groups,
mga sibilyan.
and the media.
Teka muna, yung bang mainstream media tutol sa Maharlika? Hindi rin.
Masama raw ang purpose sa timing at delikado ang source of funds dahil malaki ang risk.
Ano nga? Di ba rin malugi ang Pilipinas? Kikita naman sila, ma'am.
Sinong ma'am?
Ma'am Babatas.
Naku! Pareho sina Dr. Mero at Senator Cheese sa pananaw. Unclear at contradictory goals.
Malabo ang adikain, kontrapelo ang layunin.
Unproven effectiveness.
Walang katiyakan kita para sa bansa pero may bulsang titiba-tiba.
Jeopardizing the funding sources like DBP and Land Bank could reduce their lending capacity, affecting farmers and micro-entrepreneurs.
Hihigupin ang pondo ng DBP at Land Bank na laan sana para sa mga magsasaka at maliliit na negosyan.
The MIF lacks sufficient genuine consensus among critical stakeholders.
Kung baka sa ligawan, wala nang tigahan. Hindi na ang sa silong mabilisan.
Shotgun wedding.
Agoy! Parang ginahasa nyo si Mother Pilipinas.
Sumulat ng dating Deputy Governor ng Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, si Diwa Gonigondo, sa ilang senador.
Ano sabi?
There is nothing in the MIF to promote economic growth and social development that is not presently undertaken by existing public institutions in collaboration with the private sector.
Hindi na kailangan ng Maharlika Investments sapagkat meron tayong mga public institution at private sector na gumagana.
Meron ding mga private pockets ang gumagana.
Oo na. Linawin mo yan. Private pockets na gumagana.
Private pocket na gumiganansa.
Ayun, gumaganan siya.
Gumaganan siya. Kumikita. Nakatakot na idol ang prediction ni Dr. Romero.
Anong prediction?
Maharlika Investment Fund can also be the flagship issue that could enliven and embolden the re-emergence of civil society movement for transparency and accountability.
Ang nagbabagang isyong ito ay maaaring sumiklab ang apoy pag nagatuman at magagalit ang taong bayan. Gagantihan nila ang mga balota sa 2025 election.
Kaya Senate President, Keso, ang mga pagkontra po ninyo noon ay pakiripaso.
Ripaso baka mo? Baka naman siya mapasok.
Ano ngayon?
Ano ngayon?
Ano ngayon?
Ano ngayon?
Ano ngayon?
Ano ngayon? Ano ngayon? Ano ngayon?
Kasama ang bagong paborito niyong tandem, Nino Bonito at Chonke Benz.